soapy towel to clean anything you have brought back with you. And if you use them, please don't flush wet wipes. 4. How can I keep safe if I live in an apartment building? Touch lift buttons.
Hello, Facebook Live. It's day 3 of the Iso-Luncheon. Jono and Ben here for an hour of radio.
Going to start with a brutal bit of honesty, Ben.
Okay.
We're listening to an ad now for COVID, and they're just discussing, all the sanitary products and things you can do.
Yeah.
And they say buy wipes, but don't flush wipes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like flushing wipes.
No.
I do.
No.
It's one of my things.
No.
I don't do it all the time. Like sometimes these need to go in the bin, but sometimes I'm like,
no.
they can go down.
No, because the last thing we want right now is clogged drains and stuff.
Well, I'm not doing it now, but in the past, it's been one of my little joys.
Maybe like on a plain toilet. Because I used to.
I reckon if you sat on a plain toilet and pushed the flush, some very important organs would come out of it at a rapid rate of knots.
Oh, there you go. The only thing that sucks more than that is our show, which you're about to listen to.
Yeah.
There you go.
So welcome to the Iso-Luncheon. It's great to have you guys back on. Today we're going to be playing Cards Against Humanity. Yesterday
Which worries me. This
we're
worries
going to play
me.
this over there, and you can play in the comments section.
I had a wholesome, family-friendly game yesterday. Now you brought in Cards
Social Al, our wonderful... Well, Al's actually in management, but we call him our social media man, which is really downgrading his status in the company. He's brought this game in, so this is going to pull us through the hour.
Yeah.
We've got Jacinda Ardern coming up on the show. Hopefully going to call her partner Clark Gayford, see if there's any stuff that she needs done at home. She's a bit tied up at the moment.
Yeah, and also if you're a kid at home and you want to take on Jono in a game, message in our comments. There's a quiz today, kind of like we were doing yesterday online, Beat the Parents quiz. So if you can beat Jono on a quiz, you can win an $80 Hell's Pizza voucher, which is pretty awesome to get Hell Pizza when that opens up again. So yeah, $80 after lockdown. That could be all yours. So just comment and you say, hey, I want to play. I'll take on Jono. I'll waste him. And you will.
What we like to do is some pre-show stretches.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Hammies going.
No, we don't.
Do some calf raises.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah. Just get in
Ben
there.
likes to do some squats.
Yeah. I've been doing these at-home workouts every day.
Oh, yeah, do you YouTube them?
Joe works. He's real good. He's
Cool,
like
we're
a
about a
Russell
minute away,
Brand.
guys.
Joe Works.
Joe Works. And he's like,
Is that his real name?
Joe Works, I think it is. Yeah, he's like the body coach, whatever. He's like, he reminds me of Russell Brand.
Yeah.
But no equipment, no nothing. It's just him go, oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
I
very
follow
good.
this guy who looks
Good
like
for
he's
kids.
fresh out of prison. And he's just like covered in tattoos, and he's like just in a...
That's probably you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Is that what you're doing?
He's like in a junkyard, pulling himself up on rusty old cars and stuff. Oh, that's type of workout.
30 seconds away, guys.
Prison workouts.
All right, we're gonna go on the radio.
Yeah.
Do some
But I
stuff.
tell you what was good though. Shit, and I thought it was a hell of a play for TVNZ to get that Les Mills class.
Yeah, and they
That
do a
was
kids
one
one
of
in the afternoon apparently too.
Do they? That was one of the smartest things I think I've ever seen media.
They go hard. I was watching yesterday, not doing it,
But they're all like muscly and they're like in Wanaka, in the middle of Lake Wanaka,
Right.
go poppin'!
10 seconds.
Okay, we're on here. Just getting caught up in the Les Mills chat there.
All right, and mic's on.
Thanks, producer Jude. She's back for another day.
Kia ora, Aotearoa. I don't know what day it is and I haven't shaved in a very long time. But that doesn't matter right now because it's time to get ready to bust up the boredom of your house prison. This is the Iso-Luncheon. Please welcome your hosts standing 2 meters apart. It's Jono and Ben.
Hello, New Zealand. It is the Iso-Luncheon. Jono and Ben on the hits. It's day 3 for us, but day 14 of lockdown. We're at the 2-week mark today. Some good, promising signs, but let's not get complacent. All right, New Zealand?
Thanks, coach. Cheers.
No, that's the thing.
Cheers, Steve Hansen. Good halftime speech.
Promising signs. But
Yeah.
you know what can happen.
Yeah,
So
no.
let's keep on top of this. Let's do this once. Let's do this properly, all right?
Yeah, and it's a really interesting time to launch a new radio show under these circumstances. And I mean, it reminds me a couple of years back, Ben, when we kicked one off during the bubonic plague, the Great Plague. And I think our first promo was 10 shillings if you kiss a rat or something, wasn't it? No. Wonderful times.
Making this up.
Wonderful memories.
Actually, in all seriousness, you went to the supermarket yesterday.
I did,
and you were doing. I was
telling
impressed.
you on the- I was
I was
telling you on the-
impressed with what you're doing.
I know, I felt like a fully fledged psychopath. I got home, unloaded the washing, just put it outside the front door all separately, and then I Glen 20 sprayed every item like a right royal.
Well, there are some things I've read online about how you should, soapy water, wash them off, because cardboard 24 hours, apparently the coronavirus can live on, and plastics is like 72 hours.
Then I
think
filled
it
up
is.
the sink with like palm olive soap and then individually washed kiwi fruit. I'm like, Surely there's more important things I need to
Oh,
be doing
no,
with
it's
my
not.
life.
There's nothing more important.
Have you
right now.
individually washed kiwi fruit and soapy?
Yes, but I've been doing this well before the whole thing goes on. Today on the show, it is a big one, so stick around with us. Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister, we're very lucky to have a few moments of her time. She's very busy, and we wanted to see if there's anything she wanted to pass on to her partner, Clark. We have his number. What's the message that we can pass on to him this afternoon?
I'm sure there's chores are building up at home. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff he
Does
needs
she
to
want
be
her
doing.
kiwi fruit washed individually?
I can do that for a Glen 20 spray everything individually.
As well as that, man versus child. If you want to take on Jono, $80 Hell Pizza voucher could be yours. If you're a kid at home, you want to play.
Take me on wrestling?
A quiz
Oh,
over the
quiz.
radio. 4487 text hits. If you're a kid and you want to play, $80 from Hell Pizza could be all yours. But next, I want to tell you about a social distancing disaster I had yesterday involving my dog. It wasn't pretty.
Your dog is
He's a shambles.
nightmare.
We'll do that after Katy Perry. It is the hits. Jono and Ben. So there we go. Hello. Back to the-
Okay, so what we're going to do, have we got a Griffin's pack again, Benny? We've got another Ben here too, Ben Humphrey. Now we're having a
Hello,
debate
how are we
soon
going?
as to who should keep the name
There's
Ben.
a pointless debate.
He selfishly, Ben Boyce thinks he should be called Ben, whereas Ben Humphrey has been here longer,
Yeah,
been
but
at the hits longer.
I understand that,
You
but-
you roll in here, Mr. King Dick. You shall change your name.
No.
You guys got emails, email addresses.
I'm
everything.
just saying, no, I
You
just
don't
saying
know
it's
the impact of making someone change
I'm just
their
saying
name
it's a
Do
little.
you know how many Morris programs I've signed up to?
under the name Ben, and now you're coming in and
Oh,
you're
look,
like, no,
I'm
let's
just
call you Humphrey. Let's call you Humphrey. It's the surname.
I'm
Like,
saying it's a little confusing. We'll put out the marketing. You know,
I don't
Jono and
care.
Ben.
that can be changed. This is a graphic. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play Cards Against Humanity. We're going to give away a Griffin's pack to our winner. You just need to give your answer in the comments section below. So in the comments section below, please just tell me why you were sticky.
What? No, don't start with
When
this one.
when was the last time you were sticky?
These gloves are sticky.
They are
underneath.
sticky, yeah.
Family friendly
Yeah,
show.
It's a family
let's
friend-
start
yeah,
family
it's a-
friendly comments.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Sorry, I forgot to tag on family-friendly comments, please.
Yeah, thank you.
On the comment
Yeah, I want
section.
this. So you go if you want that sort of stuff. You can go to another radio station.
You go to
On
Radio
our page.
Hauraki.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You want that smut?
Yeah.
That filth?
Not-
you can
not
go
on
to
our
go to
page.
you go to News Talk ZB if you want that smut.
Yeah.
Duplessis Ellen will be dealing with that. No, so why am I sticky? Actually, the last time I was sticky, and there's nothing more frustrating as a human being is when you get sticky and you can't unsticky yourself.
Yeah.
I had accidentally spilt a can of Coca-Cola.
All right.
A Coke Zero
Yeah,
over
it can be
myself.
quite sticky. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was under in no situation or place where I could wash my hands. So that was the last time I was sticky. Have we got any family-friendly answers there?
Let's have a look, shall I?
Mildew, Millennial Juliet.
Why am I sticky? Was
Really, guys, it's day 3. Come on, guys, we're better than this. Well, are
someone
we?
says
Are we?
Richard says because I ate some honey.
Family-friendly fun.
Winnie the
Jake
Pooh
says-
also commented on as well. Thank you, Winnie.
Jake says was on Sticky TV back in the day.
Oh, that's a
There we
good
go.
answer. Great
Ben is
answer.
happy with these answers. I don't know what he was expecting.
From about 40 seconds away.
Great answers, guys. You're in the draw for the Griffin's pack. We'll be back with another card.
The next song is There's Nothing Holding Me Back. We've got an 8-second intro into that one, Ben.
What are you doing? Oh, the dog here, AB.
Yeah.
Ben's got a story about his dog.
20 seconds. Ten seconds, and mics are on.
It's Katy Perry. She just announced during the week she's having a baby girl with her partner Orlando Bloom. It is the hits. Jono and Ben on the Iso-Luncheon.
Now, Ben, what you don't know about Ben, if you just joined the show, is that he has shambles of a dog. Bo is like a giant white cloud that slobbers, basically.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's a Samoyed, which is kind of like a white fluffy husky.
He's the
Love
size of
him.
a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, but he is a shambles. Like
4 fully grown velociraptors. One of those tigers on that Netflix doco.
he is. He's a shambles. Joe Exotic couldn't probably like keep him safe.
You look like Joe Exotic.
Thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'll take it. So yesterday I took the dog for a walk. because you're allowed to go. You're allowed to go walking.
One of my favourite hobbies now is walking out in public and staring at complete strangers with suspicion that they may have COVID.
Yeah, well, we're probably used to people avoiding us on the streets because, hey, we're Jono and Ben from Jono and Ben. So people usually just give us a bit of a wide berth.
Hey, when you'd film your TV show on the street, you're just desperate to prank some loser walking past, and everyone would avoid you, and you're like, yeah,
So we're used to that. Yeah, but everyone's quite friendly when they go out. They just kind of give you a bit of a wide berth. But I walked down the road. I wasn't going to a mountain bike park like the health minister or anything like that.
in a van with his face on the side.
I know, come
like,
on.
Dave, how did you even end up at the Beehive?
I know what's a good idea. I'll drive my sign-written van. Anyway.
It's like when we did an armed robbery in the Jono and Ben company car.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. So I went for a walk with my dog, Bo, and just down the road, about a K from our place, there's a little walkway, and it goes through these swampy marshlands, sort of a little creek and some trees. At one stage, I'm sure the Auckland Council went, "Oh, this will be nice," but it's
It's a swampy, muddy mess.
Hasn't quite got there. But anyway,
And they stink when the ocean goes out, when the tide goes
so
out.
it's all just full of mud and whatever. So we're walking along there. I thought, "Oh, this will be nice."
I've never once gone, you know what I'd enjoy is a stroll through a muddy, stinky marsh.
Swampy, but what I did anyway with the dog, and then I got to another person coming the other way, and I was like, you've got to give yourself a couple of metre distance. So I put the dog on the left-hand side closest to the swampy marsh, and then I sort of tried to tuck up next to the end of the boardwalk, just to give enough room.
Now, there's not enough space there because your dog is the size of 29 747 airplanes.
Yeah, and he's a doofus, as you said before. So he went, I'll just move over a bit more, moved over towards the swampy marsh. I'm holding a lead, and so he goes in, and I go in as well.
That's when you let go of the dog.
So I was like, oh, here we go. So both me and the dog ended up in the swampy marsh.
And so what did the person do?
Well, they walked around. They had plenty of room. They were fine.
Well, they just kept walking?
Well, hey, I'm Ben from Jono and Ben. So away they went. So there you go. You got to be careful. 2 minutes social distancing.
All right, keep safe, guys. That's a fun message from me.
Thank you, Jono. Hey, next on the show, we've got the Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern. Very lucky to have her. And we want to get a message to pass on to Clark, her partner. We have his number. Will we get that next from the PM? It's Shawn Mendes, the hits.
Here we go. You should meet Ben's dog. He's actually,
He's fun. He's an
cute
awesome dog.
Just get a photo of him.
I'll find a photo.
He's
of
an
him.
adorable dog. I was just
But
slamming him on air, ruthlessly
He
savaging him.
He doesn't listen. He listens to more FM.
How long have you had him? Like, how big was he when he was a puppy?
It was just a ball of fluff where he's a pup. He's actually a lot skinnier underneath all the fluff.
What happens when you wash him?
He's quite skinny, but he's
But no, when you like dry him and stuff, does he go like that cat that was on
I
there?
actually never
You
tried
should do
that. Yeah.
Hair dry.
Can you run the PM interview on the live stream?
Okay, great, cool. Now we had to record the Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern at 9 o'clock. Apparently, we had to work around her schedule. She couldn't fit into our schedule of turning up to work at 5 to 12. So we're going to play that for you very shortly. Here's Ben's dog. Oh, look at him, he's so cute.
There you go.
You should shave him. Sometimes people
Oh,
shave
there's
their dogs.
there's one online with a samoyed, and it's
Keep the
shaven
head,
samoyed.
keep
Not
the head
good.
fluffy and the rest of the body.
it's like it's like I love my dog. I couldn't do this to him. I'll find it for you.
Did you just hear what other Ben said?
You would like to play that, because of course Jacinda Ardern very busy.
Yeah.
We've got 2 songs here, by the way, guys.
Oh, great. Thanks, Stu. Okay, so we're going to, while Ben's, what are you Googling? A shaven samoyed.
Oh yeah, there was one the other day. I was like, oh, the poor thing. Oh, look at this one. Look at the poor thing. Look at that.
Why have they done that?
I know.
Well, I mean,
It's like they've given him the coats, like he's on
the
Game
dog
of,
doesn't know it's a poor
like
thing.
he's
The
on
dog's like,
Game of Thrones.
yeah.
So no, we don't shave him. We just, like he gets a groom, but that's about it.
Well, when you shave your samoyed, can I come and watch you shave your samoyed?
if you're
Sounds
into that,
wrong,
if
doesn't
you're
it?
into that,
Do you want to come see my shaven
but I'm not
samoyed?
going to shave the samoyed. I love the dog.
Okay, so back to Cards Against Humanity. You can comment in the comments section. We've got a wonderful Griffin's prize pack to give away. This Griffin's prize pack full of Huntleys and Palmers crackers. Jeez, I love a Huntley and Palmers.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I do.
They're a wonderful cracker. Am I giving away a prize pack we don't have?
No, we don't. Well, we did have it yesterday, so why not? Let's give it away
Have
today.
we got ginger nuts in this thing? I love ginger nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a whole lot of great. Is that a text saying no, we don't? Or
Sam Collins, our wonderful social media man. Numbers up on Facebook Live. Got 1.5 today, guys. Going well.
okay,
So,
well,
thank you,
until
Facebook.
you,
A bit of behind the scenes there. Those are the insights so far.
until you chat about No, we do. We appreciate Griffins for the isolation pack they're giving, and I don't know if we had one today to give away, but we're going to do it again.
Are you a dipper when it comes to ginger nut and like a cup of tea, or
I'm not traditionally a big ginger nut fan.
What? Are you not?
He
doesn't like cake.
No, not a cake.
What sort of monster doesn't
You
like
don't like
cake?
cake?
No,
No.
I feel obligated to eat cake at birthdays.
Do you like sweet things?
Not
You're
particularly.
more of a savoury guy.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's more of a lettuce and hummus guy.
Yeah.
What about you, Jono?
Oh, I
Sweet or
like
savoury?
cake. Yeah, no,
Same.
I'm normal.
Like you feel obligated. So
Normal.
it's someone's birthday. I'll tell you what I was.
Juju, you like cake?
Oh, I love cake.
Yeah, so
Tell you what this is something I've been upset about for many years, and I think it will stop because of this coronavirus thing. People birthday blowing on the candles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
who wants a piece of this
Yeah.
saliva cake?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm okay. So
Yeah.
hopefully that'll stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's but it's and more often than not, it's like a snotty 7-year-old.
Yeah, who's had 9 attempts to blow out the
Yeah,
candle.
right, yeah. Like a layer of saliva and
Anyone
gut.
that cuts up a bit, you like a piece, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh no, I'm okay, thanks.
I tell you who does a bloody good cake.
Who's
The
that?
cheesecake.
Kicks and
Factory?
Desserts from the Cheesecake Shop.
Oh, the
Cheese,
cheesecake.
yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, really. They got this rainbow cake
Oh,
where
yeah.
you're like, that looks like the most disgusting thing to ever come out of an oven.
Yeah.
But it is
good?
delicious.
Is it like a spongy cake or
It's
is
a
it cheesecake?
spongy. It's very light.
Right.
You'd like it. Yeah, no, it's lovely. It's my favourite one. Caramel one there is really good too. Anyway, well, they haven't paid for this.
Have you had cakes from the caker before?
The cake?
The cake, no.
The best cakes you'll ever eat in your life.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's the cake?
I think she's based in Ponsonby,
Okay.
but she does deliveries.
Again,
around-
she hasn't paid for this
No,
advertising. Yeah, but
It's free
good shout.
advertising.
Yeah,
Lovely
it's a
lady
caker.
too. So
Okay. Okay, next one here. This is the Cards Against Humanity. So back to this. Comment in the comments section. I get by with a little help from. Can you just finish the
My
sentence?
friends, isn't that the song? Or
Yeah,
these
that's
are
the
not.
song. Yeah.
Oh,
minute
right.
and a
So,
half, guys.
I get by with a little help from my Ventolin inhaler.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, very light on the old asthma, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do enjoy a squirt on the Ventolin. What do you get by with a little
A
help
lot of
from?
hand sanitizer.
Your amphetamines?
No, a lot of hand sanitizer. No.
No, you do use a lot of hand sanitizer.
But
You
even
must-
before this,
yeah.
like I was always
How
carrying
much have
around.
you
it.
like? You must have quite.
Well,
quite
no,
the
I
stock.
try. No, I'm trying to be good to not to overstock on it, but then I do
1
get
minute
anxious if I
away.
get low towards the end of it.
Yeah.
So it was hard to find for a while there.
It was.
I could
Well,
see
say
it-
my one's doing bootleg stuff out the back.
Yeah.
So-
You give her a, and she goes, oh, yeah.
Can I just interrupt quickly for some radio?
Yeah,
Sorry,
Stu,
Stu.
All right.
yeah.
We're about 45 seconds away.
How's it start? There we-
Starts like this.
Okay, good. We're going to throw to a pre-recorded interview with the Prime Minister. Comment in the comment section. I get by with a
Trying
little
to get
help
into this
from
quite
my...
quickly, though, eh?
Yeah,
Because
yeah. Just doing
And
both.
you just point to me when you want me to hit that off.
Ben's going to do a
again.
throw to this. What do you think the throw's going to be, mate? We're
What?
joined by now with the Prime Minister. How are you?
Yeah, it's probably
Something
how are
like-
you? Yeah.
How are you? Yeah.
Nice.
One of the hardest things as a radio
20
announcer
seconds
is
away.
remembering which way you greeted them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes you go, "How are you?" and they say the opposite.
10 seconds.
Yes.
In the
true.
recorded cut,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, "Well, that made no." Anyway,
And mics are on.
It's 660 White Lines. It is the hits. Jono and Ben on the Iso-Luncheon. We feel very privileged to have our Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, on the phone joining us. Jacinda, thanks for your time.
How are you?
Well, we're okay. How are you? Because you meant to ask how everyone is at the moment. You've said, be kind. And in all seriousness, I'm worried about you. Are you sleeping?
Are you?
I
Oh, you
am.
shouldn't worry. You shouldn't worry. Because, for one thing, my mother is in my bubble, so you can imagine that I'm being well catered for.
he's coming to work every day. He's like, "Oh, I'm worried about Jacinda.
Are you sleeping?
Oh, I'm
Like, I was
worried."
like, are you sleeping? And also Dr. Ashley Bloomfield, who I think is doing a wonderful job. Obviously, he's not my
He's
bubble,
amazing.
and you can't hug anyone. But I just feel like I need to give him a hug because that guy just looks like he's going through the ringer every day, doing great work for New Zealand.
Oh, he is incredible. And what you see publicly is exactly what he's like. He's calm and considered, but really, really compassionate as well. And luckily, an expert in all of the things we're dealing with. So the right person for the job.
I hope he's just got more conversation than virus chat though. when you meet
At the
him.
moment, I can tell you, I talk about almost nothing else.
Wow.
So it's pretty all-consuming. But as you can imagine, this is something that we can all hope that, for a long, long time, no one ever deals with again. But for now, it's all consuming.
Are you seeing any of Clark and Neve? Because I'm old mates with Clark, and I'm worried about him as well at home. Is he a safe pair of hands?
He is a safe pair of hands.
I know Clark, and he is not a safe pair of hands.
Well, one of my favourite things is I try and get home because, of course, I come into the beehive and work in a little bubble so that I can go and do, the question time with the media and things like that. But then I work from home in the evenings, and when I get home, usually Neve's in the bath, and all I can hear is her just having the time of her life because Clark's like a best friend. So it's really lovely.
Oh, it is adorable. Now, because you're spending a lot of time at work, obviously. You're in the eye of this feces storm at the moment, Prime Minister.
That's graphic.
That is very graphic.
Yeah, it doesn't
Sorry.
sound very good.
I actually toned it down.
No, but it made it sound worse. Anyway, I know what you mean.
Is there anything you need done today? Because we're going to try and Zoom him or call him next and pass on the message because you're too busy to text him.
Are you? Are you talking to him?
Yeah, well, we're going to try to.
We're going to give it a go anyway. I don't know if he still
Keep
answers
that
our
one
text.
quiet.
Well, he hasn't agreed to talk to us yet.
No. Anything you want to pass on? Any jobs he needs to do today at home, or anything like that?
This is the thing. We're obviously in Wellington, which is not our usual home. We're here half of the time, but now we're here full time, and so I wouldn't mind him dealing with what seems to be the onslaught of white-tailed spiders that we're getting in our bedroom at the moment.
Oh, white-tailed spiders. Okay.
So we'll get him to go out to the supermarket and stand in a line like he's waiting at a nightclub and get some raid. Raid maybe is a good option.
Or just figure out where they're coming in. We do have a few leaks and things at Premier House. We had a heavy rainfall the other day, which buckets came out. So there's a bit of home handyman work that needs to be done around the place.
You imagine the Prime Ministerial mansion.
You don't imagine spiders crawling through the...
Or buckets holding leaks.
No.
I wouldn't just quite describe it in that way. It used to be a dental clinic.
Oh, well, nothing but the best for you.
Yeah, it was a training school, and so there's lots of photos around the place of kids all lined up in chairs getting fillings. Hey. Yeah, it's got quite the history.
Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern with us. Jacinda, white guys ever going to go back to screwing up handshakes?
Yeah, do you think it's going to be the end of handshakes? Like we were saying before, like APEC, next time you visit that, is it going to be like foot taps or something? I
think the world is going to be a different place until either COVID-19 fades away the way that SARS did, or we have a vaccine. So life will be different for a while, but eventually we will get back to three-way handshakes and awkward moments.
So you're feeling confident? New Zealand, you went hard, you went early. Obviously a tough time, unsettling time for people worried about the virus, but worried about jobs and businesses. Yeah. Do you think we can get on top of this, snuff this virus out, and get the economy back to what it was?
Yeah, it's going to take us some time, and what our strategy is going to have to mean is this ongoing campaign to keep stamping it out. So anytime we have cases come up, we're just really aggressive in dealing with them every single time. But when you look around the world at what some other countries are experiencing, relative to them, we're in a very good place.
I know, the poor old Boris.
Oh, no.
It's shocking, isn't it? Yeah, I sent him a quick message just on behalf of New Zealand when he was first diagnosed to say, I hope you're doing okay, and we're thinking of you, and he fired one back. So obviously he took a nasty turn.
Yeah. Do you have the cell phone numbers of all the world leaders? Do you just text them? Are you on a WhatsApp group? How does this work? A WhatsApp group called Influential People?
Yeah. No, not everyone, but there's a handful that we have quite a bit to do with. Obviously Scott Morrison, and we have a bit to do with Canada and the UK, and so the ones that you have a bit to do with, you might, yeah.
Prime Minister, a lot of stuff has happened during your tenure, during your leadership. Are you I'm done? I'm going to check out at the end of this year.
Because imagine it must be so draining, for you.
I was really worried you were about to claim that I was a jinx on New Zealand. I keep waiting for someone to say that.
That was my follow-up question.
No, I'm the common denominator there. No, when you're in a job like this, you just got to take on whatever comes your way, and there's that's your lot, and you just make the best of it. And so I never see it that way. New Zealand's had its fair share of trials and tribulations, and it hasn't just been on my watch. Other leaders have had exactly the same. Of course, John Key had the Christchurch earthquakes and the GFC, you just got to do the best job you can.
Well, thank you very much for your time. We won't hold you up. We know how busy you are. And thank you for what you're doing for our country during this very unsettling time.
And you can rest assured, we're on top of that white-tailed spider problem in your bedroom.
Yeah.
If you could just pick that up with Clark, it'd be much appreciated.
Although we're quite worried about the Easter Bunny. You said he was allowed in, but, he's travelling from overseas. Is he going to be quarantined? Anyway, we'll get to that another
That
time.
sloppy leadership, Prime Minister. You said the borders were closed.
I did create a little bit of a disclaimer there that he might not make it everywhere.
All right, fair enough. Hey, thank you for what you are doing, and take care of yourself, all right?
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Good on you. Next, we're going to try and call Clark, though. He sorted out this
The whitetail problem.
spider issue.
Will Clark Gayford, the Prime Minister's partner, answer our phone call, and we can sort out the whitetail problem for the Prime Minister. Stick around. It is the Iso-Luncheon. Right now it's Toto, it's Africa, it's Jono and Ben on the hits.
Nice.
You're back live now.
Cool.
Hey, just playing this Rain Down in Africa. Hell of a jam, this, isn't it?
It is. It's a great jam.
I mean, you put this on at a wedding, and I tell you what,
yeah.
every demographic is hopping up for a boogie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, anyone from the kids to the grandmother. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go back to this Cards Against Humanity thing. So what you need to do is just comment in the comment section. We're going to... It's the hits? Hey?
No,
That's
that
just
was,
me playing.
that was some
A bit
audio of
loud.
me saying it hits.
You just need to give us the answer to this. Oh, okay. What never fails to liven up a party?
What
Comment
never
in the
fails to
section below. What
line
never
up?
fails to liven up a party?
I've always wanted to. I thought that would be a good thing for us to do on the radio because everyone's like, "What's your party trick?" I've never had a party trick, So maybe that's one thing.
One thing I do appreciate is, when there's some crazy guy doing the worm, and you're like, yeah.
Remember that one time that we went to Hamilton and the guy's party trick where he had that fake eye? And remember,
that's right.
he was like, and he took his eye out and he put it in his drink, and then he drank his
wow.
drink.
And it was in his teeth, and he's like,
And then he's like, have a go with my eye in your drink. I was like, oh no, I'm all good. I'm good because I'm quite hey, I'm wearing gloves right now. I'm quite clean at the best of times.
have a drink of my eyeball.
Yeah.
As if it was like a tradition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was his thing. So
Yeah.
that was a great party trick.
That was a bar that we went to, and they had to put sawdust on the floor just to soak up the
Yeah.
whatever was going
Whatever,
on there.
whatever's going on. they had a sticky situation. There's a callback gag from earlier.
So what never fails to liven up a party? What am I going to say? I'm going to say onion dip.
Oh, that's
Yes, my party's
Pretty
going.
good,
Oh,
eh?
yeah.
Very good.
That's the problem because we haven't worked for 3 months, and all I've done is just eat onion dip and chips, and it's just been amazing. And
Do they have onion dip overseas, or is it literally just Kiwi
I
onion
think
dip?
it's quite New Zealand. They have obviously dipped, don't they? But
Yeah.
Stace, Mike, and Anika.
they found the
spoke to it.
lady who invented it.
That's
She's
right,
like
they did, didn't they?
80-something-year-old lady who lives. Yeah, she worked for.
I think the problem when
New
you're
Flavour
saying
Magic?
that onion soup sales weren't
I think she was. Yeah, like
she was in charge of the onion soup category at
Yeah.
Maggi.
What a combo!
And they're like, you're gonna, Doreen, you have to pull these onion soup numbers up, babe. They're
Hey, here's
lacking.
something else on Facebook too. Like, what combos have you tried because of desperation in your pantry right now?
Oh,
I
yeah,
imagine
that's
there's a
good.
lot of people going, "Oh, I don't normally put that with that, but hey, I'll give it a go."
What I've noticed too is when you go to the supermarket, you're trying a lot of brands that you don't usually try. Different brands.
Yeah,
Because you're like, I like.
I start feeling sorry for the brands that are. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
no one's.
But it'll be interesting when you go back to normality when that happens. If you stick with the brand that
Oh,
you've
the
changed
new
to, or you go
brand,
back
yeah.
to your.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I like
True.
salt and vinegar Pringles, but there was only the barbecue Pringles.
You're
And I
like,
was
I'll give us
I
those.
like them.
Yeah. And you're like, hey, I wouldn't have gone there.
Yeah, they're bloody good. Okay, did we get any answers for what never fails to liven up? Family-friendly answers, thank you.
Would you
No.
take that filth to another station? and talk to that?
Good music, chips and dip.
Great.
Someone. no,
Wholesome,
that's not
wholesome
related.
stuff. Wholesome stuff.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah, jam.
That is a gem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
one thing I'd like to learn, that part that was on Wayne's World.
Oh yeah, that would be good. That would
I
be
see a little silhouette of a
man.
Okay, next card. When
How
next,
does it
Stu?
start?
This starts it's all good.
Okay, we're all good. Okay, we'll just let roll that.
Are we
Okay.
going to play this? Should we play this for live stream? Might as well, eh? So, Shuel, we might as well
Hey,
play
well,
this.
comment in the comment section. Do you want to hear Clark Gayford? We're going to
Yeah.
phone Clark to see if we
You
can get
wanna-
rid of
you
the
wanna-
spice. We had to call him just before because, again, he was quite busy with raising a child.
Yeah.
So he only answered the phone before. But do you guys want to hear it? What are they saying in the comment section? Otherwise, we can keep talking about...
Or we can come back to Cards Against Humanity too. We can
Yeah,
do both.
true. We can pause. We can pause cards and
Yeah, we'll
play.
come back as much as
Or we
love
can keep
this.
playing cards. Those are the options.
I don't know,
We can keep doing this. We'll do
yeah.
another thing.
You listen to Clark, and we'll be here playing cards.
Or we can
against-
play cards.
You and I can play it while the things are on. Okay.
So it's just going to roll on through.
Roll on through.
Yeah,
okay, so
start.
Clark Gayford's going to roll on through, and you'll hear it. It will come through speakers very shortly. Because Ben's decided. Right, vote. It's a democratic society.
Yeah, no, it is. But hey, but sometimes, you know. And then we can come back to that.
It's like Jacinda at the next election going.
Jono and Ben on the Iso-Luncheon, a 1 hour pop-up show. It's great to be here on the radio this afternoon.
Well, in the rain. It does rain down in Africa.
Oh, you're referencing the song we just played? Or?
Yeah. I like that song.
Yeah, it's me too.
Yeah, Producer Jew, you like...
I love it.
yeah.
I think it's a great party song.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's a song that never goes away.
It's like a cockroach.
If you...
It is like a cockroach.
Can't kill it.
Now, just before we spoke to the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern, thank you very much for your time this afternoon, Jacinda. It was
I'm
great
sure
to
she's
have
still listening, Ben, and she'll appreciate that personal shout-out you just gave her on the
it.
hats.
But we asked Jacinda for a message to pass on to her partner, Clark, who...
Oh, she just texted through, actually. Thanks for the shout-out, Ben. Cindy.
Oh, she loved Toto Africa as well, too. That's great. It's the song she washes her hands to. Sings it in her head. So we're going to call Clark now, if he'll answer our phone call, and pass on the message from the Prime Minister.
You used to work with Clark many years ago on a TV show.
I did. And now, he's gone on to bigger and better things.
All the time I'm like, Clark?
Hello.
Clark.
Is that you, Ben?
Yeah, it's Jono and Ben from the hits.
It was one of the two. We answered to both.
I ignore one of them. Hey, Ben, how you going?
Not too bad. Jono's here, but we won't talk to them.
Hey, guys, I'm here.
How you going?
I'm doing okay. I feel a bit more, and you know, when you sort of settle into a routine, humans love routine, especially as you get older and a bit crankier. And so now that we've got a bit of a routine down, it's I feel wee bit more settled.
Because I feel like you're doing a lot of the heavy lifting at home at the moment.
Yeah, well, it's not like Jacinda's not doing anything.
I mean, has she got a good excuse?
Yeah.
It's spoken like a man who has obviously dealt with small, energetic children in a confined space, Jono.
Yeah, I mean, she must come home and you're like, do you know what I've been doing all day? Cleaning, changing nappies, bathing.
Ironing. You look at it all. That shirt you wore at the press conference, that was me. I ironed that.
Literally, as you've called it, I'm actually standing here with a big basket of washing going, right now, do I bother sorting the whites or just chuck it all in together?
And chuck it all in together, mate. Deal with the consequences later on. Jacinda will be at the press conference tomorrow with like a white blouse that has been stained with red socks that Clark put into the washing.
Oh, that is the problem with that rogue red sock, isn't it? It comes out as a colour that can't be classified. You can't just go, oh, no, that's pink. It's definitely a colour that's been washed with something red.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Now, Clark, we just spoke to your partner, Jacinda, of course, the Prime Minister of New Zealand before, and we asked...
I think he knows that.
Yeah, I'll just say... Yeah,
I think he knows who his partner
that
is.
wasn't really a setup for him. I think he knows that. That was more for people listening, in case you just tuned in. So we just asked her for a message to pass on to you, something that... a responsibility, a job that she wanted done while she was busy, all right?
Do anything you need done today, because we're going to try and Zoom him or call him next and pass on the message, because you're too busy to text him.
I wouldn't mind him dealing with what seems to be the onslaught of white-tailed spiders that we're getting in our bedroom at the moment.
Oh, white-tailed spiders, okay.
So we'll get him to go out to the supermarket and stand in a line like he's waiting at a nightclub and get some raid. Raid maybe is a good option.
Or just figure out where they're coming in. We do have a few leaks and things, Premier House.
So, Clark, there you go. You've heard it. You've heard it from the boss. Not just the boss of you, the boss of the nation.
Yeah.
She wants the white-tailed spiders sorted out today.
Look, and that's valid. I mean, I've killed 2 in the last couple of hours. We've got gappy windows, and I think they've decided that winter's arrived, and they're all trying to arrive en masse.
What sort of shack are you living in?
Yeah. They're really isolating, like in the middle of the Waitaki Ranges or something like that.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. I mean, we did get the possum out of the roof, so it's no longer living there.
The white-tailed spiders, are you concerned about being bitten? Because I hate spiders.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's often more of them than they're not. Well, the white-tails, they're the little buggers that don't, they don't just sit in the corner and make a spin a web. They go looking for trouble. And that's why they're always cruising around your walls, isn't it? You're like, whoa, it's just on my pillow.
They're not self-isolating, are they? They're getting in amongst your stuff.
They're definitely popping bubbles.
Hey, Clark, do you go to the supermarket?
Actually, I did see the other day on your Instagram, Clark was at the supermarket. You were listening to Nickelback get blasted over the loudspeakers outside the supermarket.
Yeah, was it the hits or something?
Timeless hit, mate.
It was Toto, it was us.
They try and set your speaker volume for the supermarket, but obviously they didn't realise that meant that lining up outside it was full noise coming out of these little speakers. And yeah, we were we were lined up 2 metres apart, and Nickelback was really taking us there.
I was just saying, you feel like you're lining up for a nightclub. I'm like, when I get to the front of the line, is the security guard going to go, wrong shoes, mate? The panic buying situation, I imagine you probably have to watch yourself, because people would have their eyes on you and they'll be like, oh, you see Clark bought 300 rolls of toilet paper, and then there'll be a stuff headline.
Yeah.
What do you wish you could have panic bought but you weren't allowed to?
Oh, I'm laughing because it's true. We actually needed toilet paper just before one of the lockdowns, and I'm like, how much can I get away with buying? I don't want to be seen with it.
You know,
Some people judge you for buying toilet paper. You're like, I need this.
Yeah, no, I went and panic bought a pair of speakers because there was no ability to play music in Premier House just before lockdown. So I'm pleased I did that. But there's so many things I miss. I mean, look, I'd never complain about our situation, but I'm away from my shed. And I just love mucking around in my shed, you know.
Do you
Sounds like you live in one with the whitetails, mate.
Clark, take care of yourself. Thanks for chatting this afternoon.
Take it easy, guys. Good luck.
Next, if you're a kid listening, Hurricanes, you can beat Jono in a quiz. 0800 The Hits. We've got Man versus Child in a few moments' time. It is Jono and Ben on The Hits.
The Hits.
Here we go.
Nice.
It was just Clark pre-recorded earlier.
To go back
just
to you.
thought, if my wife's watching this on the live stream, she won't be happy.
Why?
Because this was our last bottle of...
Oh, the Fry household. I got a barrage of texts yesterday from you too. That was good today. Oh, we can talk about this actually in your supermarket chat.
I actually sent Ben a text with all the items that I couldn't retrieve from the supermarket.
Yeah.
Out of flour. Can't get any flour.
Yeah, when I went to the supermarket, the flour was just absolutely gone burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Producer Julia.
Yes.
Do you have an intro for this Man versus Child?
Yes, I do. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
Cool. Where is that bad boy? There we
You
go.
look like you're from Peaky Blinders, Ben.
Oh,
Got a razor blade in your hand, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
This is how it goes.
Man versus Child.
Great intro.
Great. This is what it
intro.
is.
So-
yeah.
We're going to
Yes,
do
we
Man
have.
versus Child. Okay, we'll continue on.
we have a child.
Someone gave nice answers for the party starting, Drew?
Oh, is
Comment in
on,
the comment section below. Playing Cards Against Humanity, as Ben would also like to disclaim, the family-friendly version. No offensive stuff here. Thank you very much. And
So all new Jono and Ben.
if you comment below, you are in the draw for a Griffin's pack. You got crackers. You got biscuits. Do they do? I don't want to mention a brand that they don't do.
Oh.
Do they do the
Well, don't then. Be safe and don't.
the cookie beer ones? Is that them?
Try Google it.
Yeah, have a look.
Yeah, Google it because.
I'm going to be indifferent about my liking of the
Yes,
cookie
they
beer.
do.
Great, love the cookie beer
And they do the
biscuits.
Shrewsbury's as well.
Shrewsbury's. I haven't had a
Oh,
Shrewsbury in a
yeah.
long time.
So good.
I forgot they were even in the market.
Yeah.
The Shrewsbury. The thin, you remember the thin?
Chocolate thins.
Chocolate
Are
thins.
they
Yeah, I remember. These are all
Because if
great
they're not, I hate them.
But if they are, oh, you love them.
Oh, I love it.
Griffin's owns everything.
Okay, all right. Next question. Why can't you sleep at night? Comment in the comment section below. What would I? The other night I couldn't sleep because we're starting this job, and I was up and down, and I was like, oh, what's going to happen here? And
I was listening to someone on the radio the other day, a sleep expert, saying, like if you sleep lots, like one of these people that sort of catch up on naps and stuff, that can train your brain to be like a fragmented sleeper and make it hard to sleep at night because your brain, your body like goes, oh, okay, this is how I get my sleep.
Oh.
what? Like if you sort
If
of
you nap and
get
stuff,
little
where you're like,
bits and
oh, I'll
pieces-
make an
right.
hour up here or whatever it is, you can train your body to go, oh, can sometimes be harder to sleep at night because your body's
Yeah.
like used to that.
There was a period there where I thought I could just sleep at a moment's notice. Remember that?
That's right.
And I was like, I bet I could fall asleep right now.
Yeah.
Just
We
that.
used to sort of fall asleep in your car. We'd go filming and you'd get there 10 minutes early and
Yeah, just
like an old man comfortably parked.
Just quickly, guys, do you guys want to come out of the ads and do a little tease before we go into the next song
No, we
about
don't have
Man?
to. Nah,
Or do you just want to roll through?
just roll through.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Yeah.
People have heard
Cool.
enough.
Sweet.
Heard enough nonsense.
That works well because we were.
Probably. Why can't you sleep at night? Are you a good sleeper? I can't imagine you'd be. It'd take you a while to get.
Yeah, it does. I do like watching TV, like watching something on TV just to get my. But then my man, my wife doesn't like that, so that's like that keeps her awake, whereas I go.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Also. What's that? Someone saying on the comment
Someone
section?
saying because Marcus Lush is on ZB.
Oh, Marcus
I
is great.
love
He's
Marcus's
great.
show.
very quirky.
And
He is.
Yeah.
He takes such long pauses between his
Yeah,
words.
yeah.
Are they off air?
Yeah, I love the way he says Marcus. We had a friend of ours who used to he would teach them broadcasting at the school.
oh yeah.
And he would cycle in and he wear his helmet for the whole class.
But he was there for an hour.
Because he's like, I'm just going to put it back on again. So he just keep his helmet on and then he'd get back on his bike and go. So I was like, oh, good on him.
And there was a wonderful.
I love Marcus. He's so good.
He is a lovely man. There's a wonderful industry rumor about Marcus Lush because he lives in Bluff, the end of the country. So he's been in isolation for years. That he went and purchased his house in Bluff with his EFTPOS card. Because the houses are so
A lot
affordable.
cheaper, so you're like, yeah.
But we asked him that, and he
easy
didn't
as.
quite.
No,
I can't remember what his answer was.
he didn't confirm or deny it.
Yeah,
so.
but no, he's very. I rate Marcus very highly as a person, as a broadcaster,
Yeah.
and that will mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
I'll
true.
just quickly ask producer Ben a question. Hey Benny. Oh, yes we are. Which one are we going with? Cool, Sky. Awesome.
Why do I hurt all over? Comment in the comments section to win that wonderful Griffins pack. I did a YouTube workout.
I did
this morning.
I did one
And
yesterday.
the guy's pushing me to the limits. We were talking about it before. My prison guy I watch, he's in a junkyard, bench pressing Rottweilers and stuff. And
I'm doing 7 days of sweat with Joe Wicks, you know.
What does Joe Wicks do to you?
He's just in the lounge. He's in the lounge. He's giving it a go, geezers. All right, do some shout outs. See how I go. He does the ones for kids as well. It's quite good for kids, and he also does the ones for.
So is it quite aerobic stuff?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like little things, but it's kind of like you do like a 20-minute thing, and it'll be like just 10 minutes exercise. It's just 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. See, but you're only working for 10 minutes.
Oh,
But,
Joe, he's a
I was
mind
like,
screwer.
Yeah, that was good.
Gets
It's good.
inside your mind.
Yeah, he's good,
Yeah.
and I like him because he gets a little bit like, oh, geez, that's savage, and he'll like,
And you're like, shut up, Joe. You're the fittest son of a bitch I've ever
I
seen.
know.
He's not
Oh,
sick.
that's it. Oh, that's it. So I like that because that's what we're all thinking doing it. So he does quite well with that.
Oh, good old Joe.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Have you been doing YouTube workouts, Mildew?
I had the little Les Mills
Oh, yeah.
online thingamajig.
Yeah.
I started out doing it, then I lost all motivation.
To Les Mills, I've never been to Les Mills, but I heard that they don't actually do live classes now. They just play the videos.
No, they still do live classes.
Well, then I take back
Well,
everything I
as
said.
in- as in not now, obviously.
Oh, yeah, but
They
no,
might
when
not.
then... I thought like all those things we're watching on TVNZ, that's what they play in the gymnasium now
Oh,
for classes.
They do some of those classes, and then they do some like if actual instructors.
Ah,
Bit of
right.
both.
Yeah.
Bit of both.
Social Al?
Good.
Social Al, this is Social Al.
Yeah.
Wonderful guy.
Oh,
Social
sorry,
Al,
am I
how
too
tall,
far
how
away from
tall
my
are you,
mic?
Al? 6'6".
Yeah.
Of pure Aussie beef. And we love it. We love it.
Yeah.
All right.
So do you want to do the back announce and just point to me when you want me to hit the bed off?
Oh yes, yeah.
Cool.
And who's have we got?
Yeah, we got.
Sky Hornell from Richmond and Nelson.
Is
Sky?
our telemarketer, Ben? Hi, sir. Have you heard about the wonderful benefits of pyramid selling?
Sky. Their name's Sky.
Sky, yeah.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Sky's a good name. From Nelson. Great.
Cool.
So this is a game we played this yesterday on the live stream. Beat the Parents. So I've got some questions. I wrote these down at home
30
earlier today. And
seconds.
Jono, you're going to try and take on
Yeah,
someone
I'm going to
this.
savage the hell out of a little kid here.
All right. 15 seconds away. And mics are on.
Here we go. Thanks, Stu.
It's Imagine Dragons, Bad Liar. It is the hits. Jono and Ben on the Iso-Luncheon.
Man versus child.
We've got a game we want to play right now because kids, they're home and they're in lockdown and they need something.
Yeah,
and
you're,
we're going to try and be that something.
You're going to put me up against a child, and can I offer a disclaimer? No mollycoddling. Okay.
I don't even know what mollycoddling is, so I'll agree. I'll agree. No,
No
mollycoddling.
mollycoddling here. I'm gonna rip I'm gonna break dreams of children here, okay? Because kids are too cocky nowadays.
Well, yesterday we played on the live stream. You can, of course, live stream the show at the Hits Breakfast on Facebook. And we played Beat the Parents, a board game, which was a lot of fun. It's got kids' questions.
Beat
and
the
parent-
kids didn't quite get it past the
No,
brainstorming
they didn't go
session.
with Beat the Kids. They went with Beat the Parents. And so I wrote down some questions this morning from that game, and I'm going to ask ask a kid 3 questions and ask you 3 questions. This is man versus child, Jono.
Does the child get the child questions and do I get the adult questions?
Yes, that's the way it works.
Well, it's skewed towards the kids.
But you're an adult. You're an adult. Okay, you've been around a lot longer. And joining us from Nelson on the phone is Sky. How's it going, buddy?
Good.
Oh, you sound adorable, Sky, and I'm sorry that I'm about to end you.
No, you're not.
What? There's nothing wrong with a bit of competition?
No.
Bit of a competitive
Okay,
spirit?
Sky, we've got a $80 Hell Pizza voucher if you can beat Jono in a quiz, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so the first question for you from the kids' questions on Beat the Parents. What is a baby bear called?
A cub.
Well done. Here,
Well,
great
he's going to
start.
get that.
Oh, yeah,
I would have been disappointed if Sky didn't get that.
Okay, Jono, who can survive longer without water, a rat or a camel?
I think this is...
camel?
Mate, hey! Hey, you've already done well. You've nailed one. My time to shine, buddy.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, this question for Jono.
I'm going to go a camel. Because the kids said it and I don't know.
It was a rat. All right.
See, he's getting inside my head. 1-0,
Okay,
Sky.
Sky, who is Harry Potter's red-headed friend? What is his name?
Ron Weasley.
Oh, Ron Weasley, he's got 2. All right, Jono.
You're just handing these to him.
What do Scottish call their New Year's celebrations, Jono? What do Scottish people call their New Year's celebrations?
Well, they just say New Year's celebrations in a funny accent.
A funny accent. Don't know?
No, I don't know.
Hogmanay.
Hogmanay.
Hogmanay. There you go. All right, and just to put him out of his misery, Sky, last question. What do pandas mainly eat?
Bamboo.
Bamboo.
I'll beat him to it, mate. Give me one.
No.
Give me one.
No. I'm going to give that to Sky. Congratulations,
Well, this
buddy.
was a stitch-up.
Why?
Why would you ask me what the Scottish New Year is? And you're like, oh, mate, what's a
Oh,
baby
look, okay,
bear?
I'll ask you the last question. Okay, Sky, can I ask you the adults, the parents question for the last question?
Yeah.
Okay. What food is used to make dynamite? Tough question.
Peanut.
Peanuts. Yes, you've got it right. There you go.
Oh, that was a stitch-up.
Yeah, that was a stitch up. We gave him that one off here.
But well played.
Yeah.
There's a wonderful end to the segment.
Well done, Sky. $80 Hell Pizza voucher. When you're out of your bubble, you can feed your bubble out of isolation thanks to Hell Pizza, all right?
Thanks.
Good on you, Sky. Look after yourself, buddy. Have a great day, eh?
Yeah.
Next on the show, Jono went to the supermarket and
mate.
things took a turn.
It took a real turn.
We'll find out what happened next. It is the hits. It's Rihanna. It's Umbrella, Jono and Ben.
He was adorable, wasn't he?
Cute.
Cute. So we're back on the Facebook Live here.
I think so.
Okay, so we get to oh, okay. Here's the thing. What's the new fad diet?
Oh.
Now, when I was growing up, what you used to do is do the supermodel diet and just jam your fingers in your mouth, and it worked a treat. No, they always had the things on the infomercials like the Abdominizer and
Yeah.
the Ab Circle Pro.
There's one they always advertise on breakfast in the morning, and it's they sit, and it's just like a
This
little
pedal?
the pedal.
Yes,
thing.
I've
do
said
they
it in
go
the
around?
morning.
No, yeah, you just basically put a little thing in front of you, like a bike pedal, but you don't. But you use your seat from the lounge, and you just
Yeah.
Ah,
you just pedal.
so you're cycling on your couch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But are you doing anything?
Probably not.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's mobility. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Have you seen that one? It's like the
The shake weight.
No.
Yeah, the shake
Oh,
weight.
That
Google
just
the-
looks
Google
inappropriate.
the
does.
shake weight.
Yeah,
The shake weight isn't. It's
Yeah.
like this out of control. Like
There's lots of videos of people doing it that way.
Ah,
And they're
yes.
just shake weight.
uncontrollable.
Yeah. But
So
hey,
what-
it
what's-
works. You get gains, you get dim gains.
What's the new diet fad? Have you been on a diet before?
No.
I tried once. I was like, I
You
need
did
to
the
go on
fruit
a
one, didn't you?
Yeah, it was the General Motors diet. So General Motors designed this diet for all of their employees back in the day because they thought, healthy employees, we can make more cars. And it was just a fruit-based diet, and I literally did it for half a day. It got to lunchtime, and I was like, I've had enough fruit. I've had enough fruit to last
What,
me.
you lasted, you started at breakfast and got to lunch?
No, I literally
That was
got to
it?
lunch, and I was like, this is just, I'm not going to continue this on. But there are those creepy little, and they're always hot Instagrammers who are like, we're fruitarians.
Yeah, they do,
And they are so, the guys are just, glistening in abdominals. They look great,
They
the
do.
fruitarians,
Yeah.
don't they? But I
Or
don't
people
think
that go on juice cleansers.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
How do they survive off that, eh?
The diet teas work well, don't they? The fit
No,
teas.
they don't. No, they
Well,
don't. No, they don't.
What's the new diet fad? Have we got any answers on the comment section?
Let's
These
have a
if
look.
you do comment on the section
Everything
below.
chocolate, whatever's in the house till you get to the front of the line.
I imagine there's a lot of that going on right now. Eh?
Yeah, lot of good binging.
Yeah.
Do enjoy. I'm trying a whole
Yeah.
range of new chocolates out there, which are great.
What did you like? I can imagine. What did you eat? What did you eat of your panic buying straight? Like, what did you write out of straight away? I can imagine like 24 hours, not even 24 hours in. You're like, oh, I've mowed through all the
Beers.
beers.
Not
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
like
okay.
I was
Yeah.
disgusted in the amount of beers
Yeah,
that I had to
yeah.
go and buy.
But you do feel like, because obviously, in all seriousness, it's a very unsettling
45
times at the
seconds,
moment. So you
guys.
do feel a little bit like, you know, like it's.
Well, I was like, if the world's going to end, I'm not going to be sober. and the line at the liquor store suggested everyone else was of the same belief. The guy in front of me, the tradie in front of me, spent $1,700.
30
$1,700
seconds.
on just like spirits and beers and wine.
And we got one more. We're going the Iso-Legend.
Yes, next, yeah. I'll delete those songs out
That's
after
cool.
when we get into the next song.
We're up for
15
timeout.
seconds. Yeah, we should be okay. 10 seconds. And mics are on.
You got the hits. It is Jono and Ben on the Iso-Luncheon, our 1 hour pop up show. You can catch it on iHeartRadio, on the app, or right around the country on the hits.
Yeah, and come under her umbrella as long as you are 2 metres away.
Oh, yeah.
Which
you won't
means
be-
you'd have no shelter.
You won't be doing that anymore, will you?
No. Do you remember the good old days, like 12 days ago when you could just walk into a supermarket at your own convenience?
Without feeling like really uneasy. Like it's just a weird experience.
It
now, right?
is. It really is now. And I know a lot of people are quite tense in the supermarket at the moment. Obviously, there's concerns about catching bugs and also doing your shopping as well, which is not a fun experience at the best of times.
No, you're the nominated shopper for not only your or your immediate family, but also your mother-in-law and your father-in-law and stuff, right?
Yeah, and I'm not a good multitasker. And running 2 shopping lists at the same time is doing my
Stressful.
head in. It
Yeah.
is so stressful. But I know it's a stressful environment. And some of the supermarkets, so one of the guys...
Very stressful, actually, because you text me instead of your wife yesterday with all the things you couldn't get. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is nice to be updated with, John, I can't get Bayer buns. I was like, shopping? And I'm like, okay, well, great, yeah.
I've just got into these frozen Bayo buns. They're
Yeah.
extraordinary. But anyway, and no flour at the moment as well.
No, yeah, 'cause
No.
a lot of people are baking at home, right? So, so
well, there's a
flour
cake shortage at the Priors, I'll tell you that
yeah,
for
yeah,
free.
sponge cake was also on your list.
But I would like to say a message too. Don't. There was a guy punched in the face, a supermarket worker punched in the face the other day. And
Yeah, be kind. Those people are putting in such great hours
They
for
are.
New Zealand. They're
But Ben,
working
you
hard.
said he deserved it when you did it,
No,
and you
no.
don't regret your actions.
No, don't flim this around. We're trying to do a nice message. Shop normal, be kind to everyone, and
And just don't punch people in the
Yeah,
face.
it's a great life lesson, not just during these lockdown periods, but just in general. Just don't punch people in the face.
No, I think out of lockdown you can punch people in the face.
No,
let's just
not now or in the future, unless you're a UFC fighter.
But I went to Countdown. I'll say where it was, and my Countdown where the toilet is. And you don't often go to the toilet in the supermarket, do you? I mean,
didn't
it's
know there was one.
just below the public toilets in terms of you don't want to be in there.
Yeah.
But it's it was just by the fruit section and the deli section. And I was waiting outside it for a while, and it had the red lock on, so it looked like it was locked. But it had been, 5 minutes had passed, and I was like, well, maybe someone's left, but left the lock up, so it looks
Right.
like it's locked.
Okay.
So I opened the door.
Oh,
and
it's a very elaborate backstory. You've really told us here.
I opened the door, and there's a poor little fella there. He's a man, and he's got his mask on, and he's sort of he's on the hunched over position.
No.
And he's in a squat position, and he looks at me, and even though half his face was covered, I could see the sheer
nothing
panic
more vulnerable
in
than-
his eyes.
Yeah.
He was looking at me, he's like, "You monster."
Yeah, well, you are.
And I was
You
like,
are.
and it felt like, I know it was only like probably 2
And it was
seconds.
accidental.
It was, yeah, but it felt like 2 minutes. We were gazing into each other's eyes.
But then you did you even wait around, or then you just like, oh, I can't go now, so I got to walk.
I walked, left the door open, obviously, for him. You're right. The human being, you're in no more vulnerable state than when you're in that position.
You could be the toughest person in the world. and
Israel Adesanya
Yeah,
Adesanya couldn't do anything
then- no.
if he was in that position.
Next on the show, we want to wrap up the Iso-Luncheon by rewarding someone who's doing great work for New Zealand. Thanks to Grab One, a $250 voucher could be yours next.
Shit,
Nice.
it was funny. Poor guy.
Sorry, guys, just being mindful of the time.
No,
Trying to
that's
wrap
fine,
it up.
Juju. Thank
Cool.
you. Juju, keep doing this.
Just like wrap your shitty
This
story
is
up, mate.
boring.
That's a great story. I
Okay, back to Cards Against Humanity. Don't forget we've got our Griffins draw coming up soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Our unsanctioned Griffins draw.
You can just give away anything on Facebook.
What?
Like tomorrow, join us for our Ferrari draw. We give away 10 Ferraris. I've done that herd over. I've done the sticky one.
There's a whole other.
I get a little bit with that. Can't sleep. Oh yeah, no, we've done all that. Okay, pick another one. Why didn't you pick one, Ben?
Okay.
I've been reading them out all day. They were playing Cards Against Humanity, the GA version.
Some of them are, yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the? But I haven't played this before, so you just debate it.
I don't
do
know.
No, do you want me to teach you how it works?
Yeah, what do you do?
So,
I just
you
know.
have white cards and you have black cards.
Yeah.
Where are the black ones at?
This one. Is that one there? Yeah.
So, this question comes out. You all have a series of white cards, and you have to figure out what's the best match.
But like the
Yeah.
answer to the
Yeah.
right.
And then there's the person. There's always one person sitting out in each round.
So how many cards do you have?
You can have. I don't know what the exact rules are. But maybe like 7 or.
So does someone win?
Yeah. So after each question, someone takes turns on who is like the judge. So one person then chooses their favourite answer to the card, and then if you're the winner, you then take that card, and then after a certain number of rounds, the person who has the most cards, or like the person who's won each round the most wins.
Oh right,
It's a great drinking game.
friend of mine imports toys.
Yeah.
And he imported this game.
Yes.
And it just went gangbusters.
Really?
And he imported fidget spinners too. Is the first one.
Really? Oh, that's
Well,
smart.
then he was left over with like 30,000
fidget spinners were like for like a week, yeah.
He was saying the guy at Farmers or something who'd been purchasing, like they have category sales people at supermarkets and farms and stuff. So this guy was in charge of purchasing toys, and he'd done it for 20 years, and he had never seen anything take off so quick and die in the ass so quick than fidget spinners.
So just FYI, guys,
you go,
we'll have
yes.
just keep this to about 2 minutes if you can.
Okay.
So
No hard timeout, but just being mindful of.
And you sent through an email, Ben, about that, eh?
So we'll do one more quick
name
one.
is
One more quick
Jade.
one so you can get in the draw for the Griffins thing. We've done the fair do it.
Jade Adams from Christchurch. Do you want me to forward it again?
Yeah, sorry, I've just
Yeah, sure,
kind of
that's right.
What's okay? Here's a question. What's a girl's best friend? Okay, what's a girl's best friend? Chuck that out there. Why are you laughing, mate?
No, it was email.
Okay. Yeah. I'm dialing her live on air.
What's a girl's best friend? You can put that in the comments section. I'm going to say a girl's best friend are like hair straighteners.
Oh, yes.
Cool. So 20 seconds away.
So we've got Jade.
Jade.
Who's the child and family
gonna call it.
psychologist.
Yeah.
Jade.
It'll be a tough job at this
10
time.
seconds.
Oh, can I
And
give a shout out?
mics are on.
Not a
No,
shout.
no, not a shout.
It's 5 seconds of summer, young blood. It is the Iso-Luncheon. Jono and Ben on the hits. Almost wrapping up our 1 hour show.
Now, can I please send a big shout out?
No, don't shout like you did the
I
other
won't
day.
do a literal shout out.
Because everyone listening on their radios was way too loud.
My friend Chris Larkham, he's in a factory making face masks, and they're all tuned in
Aw.
to the Iso-Luncheon.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, well, they're doing great. That's doing great work at the moment too. And if you know
Oh,
someone
he'll appreciate that, Ben, from you.
from me, it means a
Chris,
lot.
you're doing great work. Ben says you are, so that means a lot. I'll get him to print it out on a certificate. I'll get him to get
you can-
Microsoft clip art or something.
Tomorrow you could win the $250 Grab One voucher because we like to end the show on a nice little moment, trying to reward someone who's doing some great stuff for New Zealand right now. Essential services, a lot of people working, doing the hard yards, and we want to reward someone now.
Yeah, I mean, the country's got to keep moving, doesn't it? In some form. And there's a small amount of people doing that, and we want to pay tribute to these legends.
This is
Hello?
Is that Jade?
Yes, it is.
Hey, it's Jono and Ben calling from the hits.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, Jade, we're doing really well, mate, and we're phoning to tell you that you've won something.
Oh, amazing. What have I won?
Oh, there you go. Here's the gag. Wait for the gag. Do your gag, and then I'll tell her what she's actually
I'm
won.
waiting.
Do your gag.
I'm not going to do it again. I'm just going to
Okay.
go, well done, you've won $250 Grab One voucher.
Yeah, one, yeah. We just want to say thank you
that
for
was
what you're
easy.
doing right now.
And a lifetime supply of smiles
thank
from us.
you.
Now, Jay, tell everyone what you do.
So I'm a child and family psychologist, and I work in an outpatient clinic for mental health. So I work with children and teenagers who are struggling with their mental health.
Oh, and how are you finding it in your industry at this time? Because I know a lot of people are going through some tough mental health moments.
Yeah, it is a really challenging time. and I think there's a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. But I think overall people are looking out for each other and people being really kind, and we're all getting through.
Is there one tip you can quickly pass on to us to try and keep your mental health at a good level?
Yeah, probably just keep engaging in a good routine, keep your self-care going, keep eating good healthy food, exercising, sleeping well, and making sure you're having some fun and relaxed time.
And can you just add on to that and keep listening to Jono and being on the Iso-Luncheon?
Absolutely, you've got to have a laugh.
Yeah, just need that. We need that for the marketing purposes, mate. So if you could just chuck that in your little rant.
You can't make it. Jade, thank you for what you're doing for New Zealand right now. We need people like you.
We do.
So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you, guys.
Good human being. Far better than I'll ever be. Well done.
Thanks to Grab One. You get your everyday essentials delivered today from grab1.co.nz. We'll be back tomorrow with another 1 hour pop-up show, the Iso-Luncheon. Jono, the sign-off.
Hey, New Zealand. Stay safe, stay sanitised, and have a good day, Aotearoa.
The Hits Afternoon.
Nice work.
Okay. We're
back on Facebook Live. So we need to do a draw for the Griffins pack. Now, the Griffins Food Company are proud manufacturers of some of our favourite snacks.
Tell me about them.
Oh, I tell you what. Do you like Griffins Bickies?
Yes.
Do you like Eater Chippies?
Yes.
Do you like nuts?
Yes.
Do you like Huntley and Palmer's crackers?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Nice and natural bars. Geez, they really
They've really diversified their portfolio, haven't they?
They must have bought out the nice and natural bars.
I love nice and natural.
They're bloody good. So we're going to give away one of these packs now. Thank you so much for hanging out during the Facebook Live.
Producer Jules.
Mildew.
All right,
here we go.
I'm choosing Maria Van Gelder.
Maria Van Gelder, well done. Thanks to Ida and Griffin's an isolation pack coming your way.
These offer a nice clapping sound, don't they?
Very good, eh?
Well done, Maria.
Very good, eh? Thank you for joining us on our Facebook Live. We'll have a new game tomorrow. Should we bring in another game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring it.
What, Monopoly?
We'll just quietly play that while we're...
Should I buy Fleet Street? So mention in the comment section below.
Okay, guys, things are not good.
He's got another power company, goddammit.
Hey, we'll catch you tomorrow from 12. We'll be on the live stream if you want to listen to everything again, or if you missed some of it, it'll be on iHeartRadio, and of course, we'll be on the hits tomorrow from midday. Like and subscribe to the channel. Is that what you meant to say?
Yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, stay sanitised. You heard all that stuff before. But when I said it to them, I said it to you as well.
Yeah, it means a lot more now. See you guys.
Cool. Nice work today, guys.
You too, mate. You too.
Legends.
It was